Picture this. You walk into a room knowing exactly what you see, but everyone around you confidently says something different. Would you trust your own perception or the majority?
This question lies at the heart of one of the most influential studies in social psychology, the Asch conformity experiment.
For our project, we recreated this phenomenon using a simple task, identifying which circle had a different color, uncomplicated, familiar, and seemingly foolproof, until social pressure enters the room. Across 4 controlled conditions, we observed how a single participant responded when a group gave anonymous wrong answers. Disapproval was shown only through silent or nonverbal cues. A partner quietly provided correct answers, and when anonymity allowed responses to stay private.
Through these variations, we capture the subtle and powerful ways social influence shapes decision-making. Sometimes it breaks people down, sometimes it strengthens them, and sometimes it barely needs to speak at all.
This project replicated 4 conditions from Solomon Asch conformity experiment, which are standard condition, nonverbal disagreement condition, partner condition, and anonymous condition. This experiment aims to see how social pressure influences a person's judgment. In standard condition, participants were told they were joining a simple color perception survey.
So, study lang po kami about whether
Only one was a real participant. The rest were Confederates.
Nagpa-plus po ako ng 4 activities at ang kailangan nilang pong gawin is i-figure out kung ano yung nakikita.
Each set contained 5 shaded circles, and they had to name which one looked different.
May number po sa ilalim doon. Sabihin nila ko yung number. Sinabi dito,
In the first 2 items, everyone, including the victim, answered correctly. On the 3rd and 4th items, the Confederates unanimously gave clearly wrong answers. The expected outcome was conformity, but the victim hesitated, checked carefully, and still answered correctly each time. Despite social pressure, they trusted their own perception.
Para sa akin, ang magkakaiba naman ng tao ng visual, ng pagkakatingin sa isang bagay, lalo na sa perspective.
This mirrors Asch's standard condition, where a lone participant faces a unanimous but incorrect majority. In our application, the victim showed nonconformity and maintained independent judgment. Nonverbal disagreement condition. In this condition, the Confederates purposely gave the wrong answer in all items. After each correct answer from the victim, they turned toward her with subtle facial expressions of disapproval. In the first 2 items, the victim still answered correctly, though she began feeling uncomfortable with the repeated silent stares. But the 3rd item, the accumulated pressure affected her. She finally conformed and matched the group's wrong answer. This condition shows how even silent indirect cues can push a person toward conformity when discomfort builds over time. Partner condition. In this condition, one Confederate consistently gave the correct answer, acting as a source of support. In the first item, the majority answered incorrectly. The partner answered correctly, but the victim, feeling unsure, followed the less confident wrong answer instead. On the 2nd and 3rd items, although the majority still gave wrong answers, the victim relied on her own judgment and answered correctly. This showed nonconformity. The partner's presence, even unnoticed, helped lessen social pressure. Anonymous condition. In this final condition, participants could answer verbally or write privately. Confederate still gave unanimous wrong answers out loud, but the victim consistently trusted their own perception and gave correct independent responses. Because answers could be anonymous, the usual pressure to fit in was reduced. This condition demonstrated how privacy and autonomy significantly decreased conformity, allowing individuals to rely on their own judgment.
So our experiment was based or influenced by Ash conformity. Kung saan, sa aming case ay hindi lahat nag-confirm dito since ang aming task is color perception at lumabas dito na may diversity ang iba't ibang perspectives. So, meron naman dito na na-pressure dahil sa sagot ng group but also meron din nag-stick sa sarili nilang sagot. And overall, it will reminding us na we're living in a diversity world na kung saan naturally exist ang conformity and also the individuality.
Ang pinaka-evident na naging challenges namin in doing this experiment is yung setting. Dahil nga yung naging setup ng setting namin is open space, nag-produce siya ng maraming extraneous variables such as yung noise, yung distraction, yung mga taong dumadaan sa paligid, and also dahil doon, nag-reduce yung sa tingin ko from my observation as confederate doon sa aming activity, sa aming ginawang experiment, nag-reduce yung pressure because hindi nila masyadong na-absorb yung answers ng ibang confederates. And that is why the participant did not consistently conform in some conditions. But also, we consider that there is still a possibility of some participants trusting their own perceptions or having high autonomy.
Our results revealed a clear pattern. Conformity changes depending on the pressure placed on a person. Unanimous groups, silent disapproval, hidden allies, and anonymous answers each created different outcomes, from resistance to hesitation to eventual conformity.
But across all conditions, one truth stood out. People do not conform simply because they are wrong. They conform because of the pressure surrounding them.
A stare, a voice, a majority, or even the fear of standing out can be enough to strip a person away from their perspective.
In the end, our experiment highlight a powerful message. Social influence is everywhere, in classroom, workplace, friendships, and everyday decisions. It shapes not only what we say, but sometimes what we believe.
And understanding this influence doesn't just explain conformity. It reveals how important it is to think independently, even when the world answers differently.